You've been told that walking is the key to a healthy heart. But what if that advice is outdated or worse, putting your health at risk? Shocking new insights from top heart surgeons reveal that walking alone may not be the heart protector we once believed. In fact, if you're over 65 and dealing with joint pain, fatigue, or limited mobility, relying solely on walking might actually be holding you back. That's why this video could be a real game changer for you. Today, we're diving into 5 expert-approved, science-backed alternatives to walking, simple, safe movements that supercharge circulation, energize your body, and strengthen your heart, all from the comfort of your home. No need for fancy equipment, gym memberships, or long walks that hurt your knees. If you've been suffering from numb feet, leg swelling, poor blood flow, or that sluggish, stuck feeling from sitting too long, you are far from alone. Millions of seniors face this exact struggle every day, and many feel trapped, told to just walk it off when every step feels like a challenge. But here's the truth. Walking is not your only option. These 5 powerful alternatives might be exactly what your body and heart have been waiting for. So if staying mentally sharp, physically strong, and fiercely independent into your 80s and beyond matters to you, stay with me. What you're about to discover could completely shift how you feel, starting tomorrow morning. Let's get into it. Number 1, seated leg pumps. One of the simplest, most underrated exercises for heart and blood health, especially if walking is difficult, is the seated leg pump. It might sound too easy, even a bit silly, but the truth is, this gentle motion mimics the natural pumping action of walking without putting stress on your knees or hips. And more importantly, it engages the calf muscles, which many cardiologists call your second heart. Here's why that matters. Every time your calf muscles contract, they help push blood upward from your legs back toward your heart. This keeps your circulation flowing and prevents blood from pooling in your lower limbs, which is one of the main reasons older adults struggle with swollen ankles, cold feet, or even dangerous clots. Without that pumping action, your heart has to work twice as hard to move blood upward, especially when you're sitting for long periods. What makes a seated leg pump so powerful is that you can do it anywhere, while reading, watching TV, eating dinner, or waiting at the doctor's office. Just sit upright, plant your feet flat on the floor, and slowly raise your heels while keeping your toes on the ground. Hold for a second, then lower, then do the opposite. Raise your toes while keeping your heels down. That's it. That little up and down motion gets your calf muscles firing and your blood moving again. Now, here's where the psychology comes in. Many seniors feel helpless when they're told to move more, especially when they're in pain or unsteady on their feet. But the seated leg pump breaks that mental barrier. It shows that you can do something right now without needing special equipment, a trip to the gym, or even shoes. And that one small action can be the spark that restores your confidence, your independence, and your trust in your body again. I once spoke with a man named Ronald. He's 78, lives alone, and hadn't walked more than a few steps without feeling dizzy. His doctor told him to walk more, but he just couldn't. Then his physical therapist taught him the seated leg pump. He started doing 20 reps every hour on the hour while watching his favorite westerns. 2 weeks later, his swelling was down, his energy was up, and he said, "I finally feel like I'm participating in my own recovery." It's not about how much you move. It's about how consistently you get your blood flowing. And the seated leg pump does exactly that. Gently, safely, and right from your chair. Number 2, wall push-ups. Most individuals associate push-ups with muscle building or gym workouts. But what many older adults do not realize is that wall push-ups, when practiced regularly, can greatly enhance your heart function, improve circulation, and boost your vascular health overall. And the most encouraging part? There's no need to get down on the floor. No fancy gear is required, and you will not need to break a sweat to benefit. Here is how it helps. When performing a wall push-up, you are activating not just your arms and chest, but also your core and upper body muscles. These muscle groups play a surprising role in promoting healthy blood flow, particularly around your upper back and chest, areas where older individuals often feel tightness or reduced circulation. Each slow and steady movement also helps your heart pump more effectively and strengthens the muscles supporting your breathing, which becomes increasingly important as we age. Unlike walking, which can sometimes strain the knees, hips, or lower back, wall push-ups are fully supported by your own body weight. That allows you to adjust the difficulty. Take your time, go at your own pace, and still feel like you are truly challenging your muscles. All you have to do is stand a couple feet away from a solid wall, place your palms at shoulder height, and slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall. Then press back. That is all. Just 10 repetitions can awaken your upper body and set your blood in motion. Now, let us explore the emotional side. Many seniors carry unspoken tension, worries, regrets, or frustrations that weigh heavily on the chest. Gentle exercises like wall push-ups do more than move muscles. They help release that emotional pressure. After a few reps, you may notice your breathing deepening, your shoulders relaxing, and your mindset lifting. That is not accidental. Your nervous system reacts to calm, safe motion by offering relief. Take Margaret, for example. She is 82. She started wall push-ups when her doctor advised her to increase her body strength. At first, she was hesitant, scared of falling or getting hurt. But once she began doing just 5 push-ups each morning at her kitchen counter, she told me something unforgettable. I thought my body was too old for this. Now I see it was just waiting for permission. The reality is that gaining strength past 75 does not have to mean lifting heavy weights or walking long distances. Sometimes it is as simple as leaning against a wall and reminding your body that it can still hold you up once you rediscover that strength. Even in modest amounts, it changes how you move through each day. If you are still watching and finding value in this information, please type number 2 in the comments to show you are here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so and tapping the bell so you never miss a video. Your support allows us to keep producing helpful, inspiring content for you. Let us now move to number 3, seated leg lifts. If you have ever experienced poor circulation in your legs, ankles that puff up, or feet that stay cold no matter what you do, this simple movement might just be the habit that turns everything around. The best part? You do not need to step outside, buy any fancy tools, or dedicate hours of your day. All it takes is a strong chair and about 5 minutes. And while it might seem basic, the health benefits are far greater than most people would imagine. Seated leg lifts work some of the biggest and most important muscles in your body, your thighs, calves, and hips. And when these muscles are activated, something wonderful begins to happen. Blood starts moving more efficiently through your legs and travels back up to your heart, helping to reduce the pressure that sitting builds up over time. For many older adults, especially those who spend long periods sitting, this is essential. Blood naturally collects in the lower limbs, making it harder for your heart to do its job. That is why you feel heaviness, fatigue, or even tingling in your legs. But when you lift your leg, even just a few inches while sitting, you are waking up your quadriceps and activating your circulatory system. Start alternating legs in a slow, steady rhythm, and you might notice your feet warming up, your knees feeling more stable, and your energy returning. These gentle movements help take pressure off your heart and can even lead to a lower resting heart rate over time, along with better endurance. But the benefit is not only physical. There's also something deeply emotional that happens. Every time you perform a leg lift, you are telling your brain, I still have control over my body. And that message is incredibly powerful, especially if you're healing from an illness or dealing with limited mobility. Feelings of helplessness are common when we grow older, and they can quietly chip away at our confidence. But repeating even a small action like a leg lift gives you purpose and brings back a rhythm to your day. I once met George, a 79-year-old widower who lived alone. After his wife passed away, he said he barely moved except for meals. But one day, during TV commercials, he began lifting his legs just to pass the time. Weeks later, he felt more alert, less stuck, and more involved in his daily life. He said, I stopped just waiting for the day to end. I felt like I was doing something again. And that is the quiet power of this small act. It reminds your heart, your veins, your muscles, and your spirit that you're still active, still capable, and still strong. You do not need to run marathons or walk around the neighborhood. You only need to lift your leg, take a breath, and move toward vitality, one intentional step at a time. That is not just fitness. That is wisdom with purpose. Let's now talk about number 4, hand grip squeezes. When most people think about protecting the heart, they imagine long walks, heavy lifting, or strenuous exercises. But what if one of the most powerful tools for improving heart health was actually right in the palm of your hand? That is right. It is your grip. The act of simply squeezing your hand may seem small, but it quietly supports your heart, helps regulate blood pressure, and strengthens your blood vessels, all without you ever needing to stand up. Grip exercises may not look impressive. You will not sweat, and you might not even feel like you're doing much. But what is happening inside your body is surprisingly profound. Each time you squeeze and release with intention, you're doing more than just moving your fingers. You're activating the tiny arteries in your hands and arms, which triggers a vascular response that lowers systolic blood pressure, the very pressure your heart needs to push blood through your arteries. Because of this, more and more doctors are suggesting grip exercises for older adults, especially those who find traditional workouts too difficult or painful. Why is this so important? Because once you pass 70, high blood pressure becomes a quiet but serious risk. You might feel fine on the outside, but on the inside, your heart may be working too hard. That ongoing pressure can drain your energy, make you feel dizzy, and in time, cause real harm. But just a few minutes of hand grip activity each day can give your heart a moment to breathe and recover. Even more fascinating, hand strength has a known link to how long and how well you live. Studies show that seniors with stronger grips tend to live longer, and they do so with more independence. Why? Because grip strength is not only about your hands. It represents the health of your whole muscular and nervous system. When your grip weakens, it often means your coordination, stability, and confidence are slipping too. But when you strengthen it, even by squeezing a tennis ball or a soft rubber ring, you send your brain a message: I am still strong. I am still capable. I remember a woman named Ellen, 83 years old, whom I met at a senior center. She carried a small yellow stress ball in her purse, not for stress, but for heart health. 3 squeezes every time I sit down, she said, and 3 more when I stand up. That became her daily ritual. And what amazed her most was how energized she felt afterward, not just in her hands, but in her whole body. She once told me, "My heart used to feel like it was running too fast for no reason, but now it feels like it is finally on my side." And that is the beauty of grip training. It does not require your legs, your back, or even your balance. It simply meets you where you are. Whether you're sitting by a sunny window, chatting on the phone, or watching your favorite TV show, you can still be doing something positive for your heart. You do not need special gear or a strict routine. But most of all, it gives you back something that aging often takes away: control. Because while growing older may mean slowing down, adjusting routines, or letting go of certain activities, this is one thing you can still hold on to. Literally, one quiet squeeze at a time. And that simple act, done consistently, can make a remarkable difference. If you are still watching this video and learning something useful, please write number 4 in the comments to let me know you are here. And if you have not already subscribed, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss helpful content like this. Your support allows us to keep making informative and inspiring videos. Let us continue. Number 5, seated leg raises. You don't have to be running marathons to keep your heart young and your blood flowing strong. Sometimes all it takes is moving your legs while sitting down. That's right. Seated leg raises may look simple, but they are one of the most underestimated movements for seniors over 70 who want to improve circulation, strengthen their lower body, and protect their heart from long periods of inactivity. When we sit for long stretches, especially as we get older, blood starts to pull in the legs. This makes the heart work harder to push it back up. Over time, this strain can increase the risk of clots, swelling, and high blood pressure. But seated leg raises act like a gentle pump for your entire lower body. They encourage circulation, reduce venous pressure, and help oxygen-rich blood reach the muscles and tissues that need it most. The brilliance of this exercise lies in how adaptable it is. You can do it while reading the newspaper, waiting for your coffee to brew, or talking with a friend. All you do is sit comfortably, keep your back straight, and slowly raise one leg at a time, holding it for a few seconds, then lowering it back down. That's it. No equipment, no weights, just you and your muscles quietly waking up. What happens beneath the surface, though, is impressive. Your quadriceps, the large muscles in your thighs, start to activate. These muscles play a key role in helping your body pump blood back toward your heart. By engaging them regularly, you're not just keeping your legs strong, you're easing the burden on your heart. That's a powerful return for such a small effort. There's also an emotional benefit many people overlook. When you can lift your own legs easily, you feel more capable. You're more likely to get out of chairs without help, walk with more confidence, and trust your own body. Again, that confidence spills over into how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and even how you sleep at night. Because feeling capable physically often helps ease the kind of quiet worry that can creep in as we age. I once spoke to Harold, a 78-year-old man who started doing seated leg raises after a minor stroke. At first, he said it felt silly. I thought, what's the point of this? But within a few weeks, he noticed he was walking to the mailbox with less effort. He wasn't as tired climbing the stairs. Most of all, he said, I didn't feel useless anymore. I felt like I was doing something again. And that's the real gift here. These movements are not about vanity or chasing youth. They're about dignity. They're about reclaiming your ability to move on your own terms, in your own time, without fear. That's something no one can give you. You earn it one lift at a time. So, if you felt stuck, tired, or hesitant to move, just remember your legs aren't asking you to run. They're asking you to raise them gently a few inches at a time. And in doing so, you're quietly building strength, improving circulation, and supporting your heart in a way it will thank you for. If there's one truth I come to understand in my 85 years, it is this. Lasting change does not require perfect health, fancy tools, or large chunks of time. What it truly takes is a touch of curiosity, a bit of willingness, and a belief that your body still holds value, because it absolutely does. In fact, I would argue that it matters more now than ever before. You see, many people our age are made to feel invisible. The world keeps spinning faster. The noise gets louder, and little by little, we start to fade into background. But deep within every older adult, even those with aching joints or slower steps, there still lives a spark, a quiet strength, a deep well of resilience. That spark never disappears. It simply waits for you to notice it again. That is what these 5 easy exercises are really about. They are not just physical routines. They are powerful reminders that you are still present, that your life still matters, and that you have the ability to care for your heart each and every day. Whether you are wiggling your toes, pressing your palms, or lifting your legs while watching your favorite show, you're sending a message to your body and your spirit. I am not done yet. You are not quitting. You are choosing, even in small, quiet ways, to stand up for yourself. And believe me, those small efforts add up. They build momentum. They bring calm. I know this season of life can come with hardships. Maybe you have experienced great loss. Maybe your energy is not what it once was. Maybe you wake up some mornings unsure of how to keep going. That is perfectly okay. But when those moments come, I hope you will remember what we shared today. There are still gentle steps within your control. Small choices that help your heart beat a little easier, your blood move a little freer, and your spirit feel just a bit more at ease. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We truly value your voice. Please take a moment to leave a comment and let us know what stood out to you and how you plan to apply it in your daily life. Your reflections inspire us deeply. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support allows us to keep creating meaningful content that encourages and empowers. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.